We're down here in the rooms after Collingwood's incredible victory over the West Coast Eagles. Adam Treloar, describe the feeling.
I probably wouldn't have imagined, I suppose, we would have won 10 or so minutes ago, even though we never gave up hope. It just didn't look like we were going to get the score going. But I think we got one goal and the momentum started to shift, and then our intensity around the ball and our contest really started to pick up, and a couple awesome tackles by Jordan De Goey and Alex really set us up to kick on with that momentum. And then I think, as anyone knows, footy is a game of momentum, and as soon as you can get a run on, you're very, very hard to stop. And Brodie's centre bounce work in that last quarter was awesome. The mids worked extremely well in that last quarter, and it's just an awesome feeling. The guys are super stoked. We know that we just want to keep getting continuity in our season, and we don't put a ceiling on what we think we can achieve. That's 2 games in a row we've performed extremely well, and we're looking back to playing the way we want to play, being aggressive and playing our brand of footy. And now we look forward to attacking Adelaide next week.
Tell us about how big of a difference the crowd makes, particularly in those last 5 minutes when everyone lifted. You can almost feel like there was a 19th player out there. Oh,
mate, you're spot on. Like I said, it was a bit like how the game was going early in that last quarter. They were a little bit silent, and then we started to get a run on, and like I said, all the momentum was our way, and you can just tell by the way they were reacting to everything, and you sort of get a little bit more of a boost and a lift being a player out there, because you can sense that the crowd's behind you and they really, really want you to dig in deep and just win the footy and win the game, and that's exactly what happened. And it's awesome having these fans behind us, because I said earlier in the week that they're probably the best in the business, and I'm amazed by how much they support us and how much they're always by our side. So hopefully we can see plenty out there next week.
And tell us about Jordan De Goey and his coming of age up forward and in the midfield today.
Yeah, well, he had a coming of age game in the midfield 3 weeks ago against Hawthorn, and then had another one up forward now. And I think for him, the biggest thing for him is when he brings that intensity and contest around the ball, he's almost unstoppable. You've seen by that tackle he did in the last quarter, and he beats his opponent on the ground. He generally beats his opponent in the air because he's one of the strongest blokes I've ever met. And for him, the potential is ridiculous. And I said that he reminds me a bit of Dane Swan, just with his power and how strong he is, and how he can just take a game by the scruff and just really pull it apart. And he was the X factor and the difference for us pretty much in the end. And it also helps that he kicks goals as well, and he kicked really straight today, so full credit to him.
And lastly, it must be a great reward to get the win, particularly given we've had so many close games, been well documented all year, that we haven't quite been able to finish a few times, but on this occasion, it must feel particularly sweet. Yeah, you're right, mate. I don't think we've been blown out once really in a game. I think barring the Essendon game, that's probably the only one that stings to mind. Barring that, we've always been in the game, we just haven't been able to capitalise on the opportunities, and when the game's in the balance, we haven't been able to capitalise. And we did that last week against Gold Coast in that last quarter. We really held strong and ended up winning, and we did it again today, and we were down by a little bit more than what we were last week. And I think that's the brand of footy that the group is trying to build, and that's exactly what we want to be known for. And I suppose a never give in team that is going to drop their heads and let the opposition run all over them. And I think today was a good example of that. Terrific. Adam, thanks for your time.
Thank you.